What's going on, Capricorn? How are you doing? Hope you're doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be your reading for the week of November 20th through the 26th, 2023. So in this reading, Capricorn, we're going to take a look at your overall general energy for the upcoming week. We're going to take a look at some things you do not see coming. We're also going to get some advice from your angels and spirit guides for you regarding November 20th to the 26th, Capricorn. But before we begin this reading, as always, I do want to take a moment to let you know that you are very welcome here in this space with me as we go through this reading, Capricorn, and I really do appreciate you in advance for taking the time to check this reading out. If this general reading happens to resonate with you, definitely smash that like button. Subscribe down below if you have not already for future updates. That would also really be appreciated over here, Capricorn. So without further ado, I'm going to pull the energy for you and we'll see what's coming your way for 20th to the 26th of November, Capricorn. As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for the sign of Capricorn. See what we got going on here for you, Capricorn. Okay, yeah, interesting energy that you got going on here, Capricorn. For some of you, there is going to be a situation with your money that's going to piss you off. I just get that, or it's going to really, it seems like you're dealing with a very exciting challenge in front of you, especially this week financially. I do get the feeling, like, I don't want to, scare any of you, but forewarned is forearmed. Like, there could be a situation that makes you fired up and really more motivated to take care of yourself physically or make more money as a result of something going wrong or something not going according to plan. It's just what I honestly feel from this reading. And what you don't see coming, you're going to have to fight against really baseline immature emotional reactions on your behalf or the behalf of someone around you who's not used to things going wrong or something like that. Very interesting energy, Capricorn. So before we get into the tarot, let's go ahead and start this reading off with some pre-shuffled oracle cards from the universe. And these oracle cards contain the energy that you need more of for your own highest good for this upcoming week. And the first one you have is the Thunderbolt, and this is like the Tower. So if things do not go according to your plan, you got to embrace that this week. And that is a strong feeling that I get, especially any sort of financial plan that gets thrown off, any sort of physical thing that you're doing, your workout routine is no longer available. You get some sort of injury, God forbid, that makes you have to sit on the sidelines, or something is just not going according to how you thought. Your foundation is being torn out from under you. You got to embrace that. And there is this feeling at Capricorn of yes, you do have free will. You can do anything in this life, but sometimes when you go down a path that's not leading to your optimal lifeline and you set positive intentions, the universe is going to rip something away. So if things don't go according to your plan, or some sort of foundational thing gets ripped out of your life, you got to embrace it and go with the flow and understand the universe does have your back. The universe does have a plan for you. And I feel like it's just happening in a way that's a little bit weird this week, something to do with the Thunderbolt. So you need the Tower. Don't be afraid to do without a foundation. And then you also have the Two of Pentacles, moment to moment. So this is advising you to remain in flow state. Okay, just know the universe has a path. Take one step at a time, because that's all you can afford to focus on right now. Especially if something, big happens, the end of a certain career thing or a way that you make money, a relationship, whatever it is, Capricorn. Once this Tower ends, you got to be present. You cannot let this nuisance, or you cannot let this disturbance, because I just do feel like you're going to have some sort of major disturbance here. And if you don't have a disturbance, you might be asking yourself, are you clinging to security because you need more of a disturbance? you can't afford to let that snap you into sadness or apathy. This is like snapping you into active alert, like alertness without thought, a state of zen where you're only focused on what you're going to do next. Because if you focus this week, if you focus too much on the greater plan, you're going to end up feeling bad. Like, you got to improvise, adapt, and overcome this week is what I feel. So don't be afraid. Like, if your plans get thwarted or something gets ripped out of your life and you're like, well, I'm not really sure to go from here, this is the energy you need more of. Don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid. A foolish consistency is the hobgoblin of little minds, Capricorn. So I feel like the universe is ripping something out of your life that was not meant to be consistent, that your physical brain is telling yourself it is, whether it's a relationship or it's something to do with your career. Could be some sort of just weird thing to do with money that doesn't even make sense. You're like, why did that happen? But there's a higher reason for why it's happening. And then you have the Eight of Cups. And it's about letting go. So gracefully let go. You see how the water is just kind of like effortlessly flowing off of that leaf there into the oneness. So like, there is a reminder, like, nothing belongs to you in this life, whether a person leaves you or some sort of, thing that is making you happy and you're identified with it. True happiness occurs through a feeling of oneness with the whole universe. And it's a little bit, arrogant of you to think that you know exactly how your life should go. We do live in a conscious, magical universe. And so don't think that you shouldn't be the dictator of how everything unfolds in your life. And I feel like a lot of you, like, don't think that you did anything wrong necessarily. Like, whatever is coming to an end or whatever difficult situation you have to go through and fire yourself up to get through, I don't think you even did anything wrong. I think, like, this is something that had to happen from a higher level is kind of the vibe that I get. But at the same time, it's going to leave you with a crossroads in relationships, whatever's going on for some sort of reason. I don't know. Let's go ahead and get into the tarot. Your opportunity is the Emperor. And so this is to be, the boss of your own reality. The Emperor has a kingdom, so you got to think bigger than just yourself. The Emperor here is to take control of your reality here, especially as something, falls apart. The true character of someone is revealed not when something is going good, but when something is going bad. And I feel like you have the ability, amidst pressure or amidst chaos, you have the opportunity here to really stand strong. Because your whole frustration the week potentially is because you're seeking harmony. Like this is almost the face of like, seek disharmony and you'll find peace. Because there is a frequency of like your genuine peace is going to come as a result of something being deharmonized for something better to then harmonize. So once again, you have to eat this like what doesn't kill you makes you stronger is the attitude or the philosophy that I would take on with the Emperor, and really not being afraid to take control and make really hard decisions here. You have the Six of Swords in your challenge. Six of Swords talks about, moving from choppy waters to calm waters. It could indicate physical travel in a way that's weird. You may actually, Capricorn, be traveling unexpectedly as a challenge or someone around you is. We're going to have to clarify why it's your challenge, but I do feel like the Six of Swords is an adjustment to the Tower that happens here. Like, you're going to have to react. There's no doing nothing. You can't just sit here in apathy. Like, there's a physical move that you have to make as a result of some sort of foundation in your life being blown up, and it's your challenge. It's not easy to adjust to this, but you have to be really strong to adjust to it and not let your emotions take over, because there is this thing of like, some of you might really get down on yourself, and that's just not going to help you right now for whatever's going on. In your overall general energy, you have the Ace of Wands, you have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and you have the Page of Wands here when it comes to your overall general energy. So I read this predominantly, Capricorn, as some sort of difficulty in your physical life, whether there's a physical relationship being ripped away, some sort of business plan not going according to plan, something just really nuisance in the physical world, like a really troublesome situation, actually is going to light a fire under you. And the first energy that I got was like pissed off. And the easiest way to be a pissed off Capricorn is to be making no money or have something go wrong with your money. Ooh, are you going to be fired up? So I would embrace that side of your character, especially with the Emperor being here, a fiery kind of leader in your opportunity here. You need to use this as a springboard to fire you up spiritually, because sometimes that's the best thing that could ever happen is something goes wrong in the physical world. but what good is it if you gain the whole world but you lose your soul? And like, due to some sort of dissatisfying experience this week, you're definitely going to gain your soul. You're going to be like, just woke up. Oh, like my money's not coming in. I'm waking up here. Wake up, wake up. And then it's very emotional in what you don't see coming. There could even be people around you that are having emotional reactions to some sort of foundation being ripped away that you have to keep together for everyone. So whether this is in your career, something really unexpected happens, you got to go with the flow because it's happening for your highest good, or whether this is your family, your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever it is, like you may need to keep it together for the sake of other people's emotions as a result of some sort of weird ending. I don't know. But then you have, in what you don't see coming, you have the Four of Cups, the Page of Cups, and also the Ace of Cups here. So as one door closes, another one definitely opens here for you. There is the risk of you getting like, a little bit youthful, like over emotional, or once again someone around you being over emotional. This could have to do with a love situation, you dealing with an immature individual in love that's very difficult for you at this time, or just whatever foundation's being ripped, it's really making you emotional, even though deep down it's actually going to make you fired up spiritually. You're still going to be feeling it. I don't know. We're going to have to see when we clarify. But then when it comes to your advice, it's like you have a risk in front of you, you have a safe option. In your advice, you have the Queen of Cups, you have the Two of Wands, and you have the King of Swords here. So I feel like this is a choice in love for a lot of you here. You could have a lot of love for someone who you perceive to be as very cold or overly emotional. I feel like the love situation that you're dealing with is like someone's very emotional and the other person is very cold. Both of you could switch back and forth into these dynamics this week. But there's definitely a choice. There's no clear path here for you. And that's why your opportunity is the Emperor. You get to decide your fate. You choose what you want. You create your own reality. But there definitely needs to be a choice in love that's made here as a result of some unexpected thing going wrong, dare I say, in the physical world. You could even become more emotionally connected to people that you're genuinely loyal to, or more spiritually connected due to this problem. I mean, why do you think our ancestors were way more spiritually connected than us to each other, psychically, even biologically, like in some sort of crazy human spiritual ways? Because they're not getting Uber Eats deliveries to their door every day. They actually need to rely on people around them to make it through a difficult situation. And I do feel like there are very key characters in your life, whether this is a relationship or whether whoever it is around, that's going to support you through difficulty. Because it's cool to be like great, but when stuff goes bad, your character might be revealed, someone else's character might be revealed, I don't know. And there could be a frequency of like you seeing, are people going to support me when it's just going good, or like what happens when something goes bad? Do they still have support? I don't know. That's just kind of what I'm getting in your thing. But let's go ahead and see why the Ace of Wands is here in your overall general energy. Yeah, 10 of Swords, 6 of Swords. Yeah, I mean, I do feel the 10 of Swords and the 6 of Swords just popped out. So as a result of some sort of major closing out, once again, you're spiritually fired up. It does light you up, even though it's a little bit crazy. Your challenge is the 6 of Swords. The 6 of Swords is now clarifying the Ace of Wands. So there's definitely a challenge that you got to get up for, surrounded by conflict of the mind or conflict in physical reality. The swords represent the mind, intellect, but they also represent conflict, a sword in the physical world. So a conflict definitely fires you up. For a lot of you, this conflict will be related to a financial work situation. I don't know. Let's just also see why the Queen of... Like, there also might be something that goes wrong financially that's not even your fault, and it doesn't make sense. This could be like just money is out of your bank state, like a weird situation that there's no one to blame, and you're just like, like that's kind of what I feel like. It's not even anyone's fault, but it's readjusting you from a higher level, and you're like, how could this happen? Well, because the universe is conscious and knows what it's doing. Yeah, 10 of Wands. Why is the Queen of Pentacles here for you in your overall general energy, Capricorn? Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse is clarified by the World, the King of Pentacles, the Hierophant, the Ace of Wands, and the 3 of Cups here. So, Yeah, it's interesting. There's definitely a financial upgrade coming your way, not in the way that you think it is, though. I feel like there's definitely something being readjusted. It's going to, once again, like the Queen of Pentacles in reverse is clarified by the Ace of Wands. I'm telling you, you're going to be fired up. There may be a lot of people involved or moving parts in this. I'm not really connecting fully to that, so we're just going to keep going. Let's go ahead and clarify what the Six of Swords is here in your challenge. Since it came out in your overall general energy, there might be... like, because here's the thing, like the Six of Swords is like an energy, people don't really want to be on this boat. You know, like people are on this boat, like you see how they have a hood, like they don't even want anyone to see them. So there could be like a little bit of shame or like whatever is going wrong financially or relationally, like there is a frequency here of like, this is embarrassing. Like, this is just embarrassing. You can either be embarrassed and sit there like a Momo, or you can wake up and smell life and breathe oxygen and wake up and fulfill your legacy, Capricorn. I mean, you have two options there. You can either feel bad for yourself, you know, like a little Page of Cups, emotionally naive, thinking that bad things don't happen in the world. They always do. You know, I mean... we entered into this reality of duality. There's going to be things. You see, you're not just here to experience good emotions in this life. You incarnated into this body because your soul wanted to experience all the emotions. And if you're seeking harmony in your life by trying to avoid negative emotions, well, we're going to have a problem universally. So embrace everything. Why is the Six of Swords here in your challenge? The Fool, yeah, just like, what is going on? I don't know what's going on. I'm telling you, something sketchy is going to go on. Especially if you're still listening to this. Yeah, you're being forced to, like, boss up somehow. See, it's interesting that the Emperor is your opportunity, but now it's also your challenge. The Six of Swords and your challenge is clarified by the Fool, the Emperor, and also the Queen of Cups here. And, you know, there could be definitely related to love, a love situation, the choice you have to make in love here, Capricorn. Like some sort of foolish action leads to you putting your foot down, could be the case here. You know, there could be readjustments in love and deciding to move in a completely new direction and, you know, moving on from a crappy situation and you really having to, like, make a decision that hurts you. I mean, you know, this is, like, almost the frequency. It's, like, it's better to, like, end it with your pride still intact than to be, you know, kind of not having pride intact. I don't know. It's just, like, one thing I'm getting. Yeah, let's just go to your advice, Capricorn. Actually, no. Let's go to what you don't see coming. Let's clarify why the Four of Cups is here. I think this will explain it a little bit. Why is the Four of Cups here and what you don't see coming? Four of Cups is clarified by the Eight of Swords and also the Two of Wands. So there could be feeling of like stuckness in a relationship. You know, like being trapped even though someone's not really trapped. Like there could be a lack of love because of the feeling of being trapped in a relationship without really another, or there's another option kind of ruining something. I don't know. It's interesting that the Two of Wands would come out to clarify the Four of Swords, the Four of Cups, and then the Two of Wands having to make a choice in love. You have a risky option ahead of you and you have a safe option behind you. There's definitely this thing about a choice in love that leads to difficult emotions. Let's just clarify why the Two of... Why is this your advice? You know? Why is that your advice? I feel like you're actually, like, here's the thing. No matter what goes on, I feel like you're going to be still feeling good. Like, you're the Ace of Wands in your overall general energy. You have the Ace of Cups and what you don't see coming. So, like, you're good, but it doesn't... Alright, yeah, this is you really debating, do I have the strength to renew this relationship or not? You have the Strength card and you have the Star, which is about renewal, kind of like rebirthing something coming back alive once it was off for a while. You also have the Lovers, and you also have the Hermit. So you're really being called to think deeply about a choice in love here. Like deeply, with the Hermit, the Lovers, and the Star. You have an opportunity to heal something right now in love, strength, as a result of maybe something happening bad, that you have to push through with someone, and you that actually grows you closer together. But clearly there's a big choice in love you have to make amidst chaos, Capricorn. So I would just say, expect the unexpected this week. Expect the unexpected and be willing to go from there, and be willing to be strong and not letting your emotions or some other person's emotions pull you down. You can actually, like, whenever you feel stress or whenever you even feel pain in your body, what happens when you stop labeling it after a while and you decondition yourself like an alien psycho in life? What happens when you feel negativity, stress, and you just stop labeling it and you breathe into it and you just realize that it's actually just extra. It's just extra energy running through you. Whether you're angry, whether you're sad, it's just emotion, energy in motion flowing through you. So what happens when, like, people have run experiments when someone gives them a bowl of water and it's freezing cold, but they tell them this water is boiling hot and it's going to hurt your hand. When you put your hand into the water bowl, even if it's freezing and you genuinely believe that it's going to be hot, you're going to be like, and feel like you're being burned even though it doesn't hurt. It's psychological. And you're going to have a lot of excess energy, whether it's anger, sadness, whatever, that you can actually utilize as long as you just like let it run through you like a billy goat on the mountain, Capricorn the goat, trying to scale the side of the mountain like, even though animals don't use emotions in the same way that I'm doing that. I'm personifying an animal like an idiot.